And today we list. Today I'm going to be showing you how I list my items that I've sourced for eBay. The process that I take while doing it and the equipment that I use. So let's get into it. It's a very basic setup at the moment. We just have a singular light with planks of wood, which I've painted white, which do actually need refreshing because they're getting a bit dirty. Let me just turn this off a minute. Get some real view. So I have a singular light, which is not great because obviously I need to have more angles coming down, but I'll invest in some proper lighting soon. Haven't needed it over the summer because I've been taking most of my photos outside in the natural light. Anyway, so for my background, planks of wood. As you can see, they do need refreshing, so I will give them another coat soon. But let me show you what I do. So there's 7 in total, 4 long, 3 shorter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tighten that up, even them out. Bosh. And this is the result. It's not perfect, it's not great. You don't really see much of this muck and grime once the pictures are up anyway. So let me find something to give you an example. This is my death pile, shall we say. This is going to go back to a car boot or a charity shop. But this is the stuff that I've got to work through today, let alone all this. I will get through it. It's taking its time. But yeah, let me find something. That's just sold today. Cool little piece. £2 from a charity shop. I think it sold for 32 plus postage just about 10 minutes ago. Let's use... Oh. Oop. Naughty. That is a mug. Anyway, moving on. There is... What can I use? I'll use something... There we go. Right. Okay. So... Flick. Now I do use my phone for photography at the moment, so I can't really show you me taking the photos, but get down and pretend. I'll take you on a bird's eye view. So I find where I need to be, bring the light over. I will, normally I use a square function. I'll set the brightness, zoom as I want to, and then capture the image. Capture the image. Capture the image. I'll always take the back off. I'll always show battery compartments. Take the image. Take the image. Nice picture of the back. Take the image. Real good zoom in on the serial. Of course, I will show you what I'm working. Let's go back from here for now. In fact, I might dig that out because I'm going to list a lot of this today. I've got a lot of stuff to list in here. And yeah, so that's my little setup. This is a very simple photography box. Like I say, it's only a one angle, but for me, for the time being, it's absolutely fine, isn't it? One of the things I'm going to be listing today is this remote control, but I don't have the unit to test it on. So how am I going to check to make sure it actually works and sell it to the customer confidently? Simple. Remote controls work on an IR unit. Infrared means it gives out a signal. Now, with the selfie mode, I'm assuming it's, with the camera, sorry, I'm assuming it's to do with the frames per second or something like that. But as you press the buttons, you can actually see the IR responding. You may need to go through, well, you will need to go through every single button to check that it all works. But let me just show you. You see that? Go through each button, check it's responding. Once you've done that, you can confidently sell it as a working unit. With computer games boxed with manuals, this is how I like to lay them out. Of course, take the contents out, close the box back up. I make the artwork center of position. That's what I want the customer to focus on. But while he's focusing, or she, or they, are focusing on the artwork, I want them to see the actual game that they're going to be using and playing. Then I want them to see that the manuals are there and we're complete. Oh, look at that bit of retroality. I just made that word up. And 64. But I want to see that it's got the original poster and artwork. Probably spread that out, to be fair. There, then we get the light on. Get where we need to go. Let me show you where we are. And this is the end result. But of course, we're not going to leave it there. I'm going to focus all this out, find the right position. If I've gone too far over, move, oh dear, move, pop that over there, pop that over there. Because what I don't want is that gold background in the shot. So of course, this would normally be in square mode, but for example, there, I'll take that. That is a sold item. Now, for a bit of extra buyer confidence, you're going to want to show them the game working in the unit that you're actually selling it for. So, we're going to give them that. Buyer confidence. I have a GBA here. This is what I use for my testing. It's quite a good one. We're going to need to reach into the box of batteries. Everybody should have a box of batteries. Pop these in here. Okay. Off for now. Take the game. Insert the cart, then what I'll do is I'll get a picture of the cart inside the unit. Then we'll also show them the game working. I'll take a picture of that and add that to my listing. Of course, there are some picky people out there. You're going to want to state in the listing, sale is for the game, not the unit. Unit is for testing purposes only, just to cover yourself. So yeah, let's crack on with that listing. So something I've just thought about is Game Boy Advance games are quite highly faked. Mainly the Pokemon games, but there is a lot of fake carts out there. After a while, you get used to spotting it. This one's genuine, but I'm going to show you a nice little way of being able to check for yourself whether the game's legitimate or not. And I always add this into the listing as well, because again, it just adds to buyer confidence. On the back here, you can see a little Y-wing screw. I have a Y-wing screwdriver. Now, it's one screw. It's very simple. We're going to take the screw out, put it somewhere safe. Then the cart is just going to clip up or down. See that? I'm going to take the front off. And that's what we're looking for. 2000 Nintendo. Now there are some carts that have been having this Nintendo put on. However, they're all in the wrong spaces. They've got holes in the middle where they've chipped the board and they're just rubbish. You can tell straight away they're fake. It's like looking at a pair of fake Nike trainers for some people. So what I'm going to do, I will space that there, add that there, and also add that to the listing. Just while I'm thinking about it, when screwing these screws back in, it is a metal screw into a plastic case. So what I tend to do is just go the opposite way as if you're undoing it again before you screw it back in. So when you go back the opposite way, you can feel it click into the threads, so you know exactly where you need to go. Then you can confidently screw it in without worrying about re-threading the plastic or creating a mess of the cart. Top tip. And there you have it. Just a quick insight into how somebody else does their listing, what they use, and the process they use to do it. I hope you like those couple of little tips in there. I am absolutely full of them, so I will show you a couple here and there every now and then. If there's anything you're not too sure about or you do want to know, drop a comment below. Let me know and I'll be sure to get back to you. I want to shout out Kieran from... text messages. I want to shout out Kieran from Rummage Around. Yesterday or day before I started my YouTube channel, I had 2 subscribers. Not only did he shout me out and get me more subscribers, Most of the subscribers are the guys that I've been watching and following for a long time anyway. Master of Pieces, he's been back in the action for a few months now. Closet Geek, been watching him religiously. The Reselling White Boy, you, my friend, are a new one to me. I've been watching you for about 3 weeks. Cracking stuff, love what you're doing. And yeah, they've all followed me, plus everybody else. And it's been fantastic. So big thank you to Kieran. And hopefully I'll be joining them on one of his what do they call it? Something four-way. Can't remember now. Fatal four-way or something. But yeah. Big shout out to you, Kieran. Big shout out to everybody else and everybody else following and watching. I'll be sure to be as consistent as I can. I do have a 4-month-old, so she takes up a lot of my time. But excuses. I'll catch you on the other one. Thank you.